Hey y'all. I don't know. Like I normally have my computer this way or this way. It was over here, but I have my other laptop over here. So I'm like, I don't know. So I'm just moving over here. I don't know. It looks weird. Maybe because you can see started behind me. Probably so. So today's January the 3rd. For those of you who don't know, today is the full moon. The full moon is in Wolf. I have my stuff written down with my angelic numbers. Just shuffle up this deck. But today the full moon, the full moon is in Wolf, but Wolf is in Cancer today. So today, if you have a Cancer sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, you could be very effective right now. You can be very effective right now because it's Cancer emotions right now, emotional awareness, your emotions up and down, and you're doing a lot of reflecting because you have a lot of feelings coming up and you have a lot of feelings going down. What comes up goes down, and what's down comes up. So for Wolf, the Wolf Moon is a traditional name for January's full moon, which is named by Native American because the wolf was heard howling more than often during the harsh winter time, searching for food, for prey, and also listening to the owls help them, and also big cats. The Wolf Moon symbolize communicating with your pack, looking for prey, which is like deers, rabbits, sometimes people. Freaks come out at night. What? Yeah. A lot of people coming out at night. It's best for them to see their prey with the moonlight. And then when I seen and heard moonlight, it makes me think about the guy XXX Tensashi. I like that song, Moonlight. Nigga, why you tripping? Get your mood right. Charlotte look good in the moonlight. All these, so by my spotlight, moonlight. Yeah. Why you tripping? So some of you guys can be in the spotlight, and during the moonlight, you're feeling a lot of emotions, and you can be someone that's an empath that pick up on people energy. You might not know that, but you are. So also, when it comes to the spirituality side, the wolf moons means renewal, intuition, inner strength, communicating with your pack, reflect on your goals, and inner voice. Also, it is time to honor your pack your support system. So who's a part of your pack? Your mom, your father. It don't have to be your cousin. It can be your best friend. You could be meeting new people that's becoming part of your pack. Trust your instincts during this time. Find a way to push through it. People consider this the beginning of the year. You have to push through it. You have to push through it. I know you feel tired. You feel mentally, emotionally drained. Like I told you, you're a roller coaster right now. You're up, down, up, down, up, down. You're everywhere right now. You got cravings because it's the wintertime. We want bread. We want stew. We want potatoes. We want cookies. We want cakes. Stay, have you a little meal prep throughout the week. Have a cheat day once a week. Make sure you hit the gym. Make sure you stay focused because what you eat mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually is what contains your aura, your energy, and what gives you energy as well. The moon in Cancer, use your voice, pay attention to what comes to the surface. Establish strong boundaries. People. I don't know what it is. But people don't respect boundaries, and some people don't have boundaries, and then some people who do have boundaries, like myself and other people, people get mad because we have boundaries that you have to respect, that you have to go by, you have to live by. Respect our boundaries. I noticed that the community for ages don't respect boundaries. They don't care if you got boundaries or not, and then when they push you to whatever, you have to put them in their place. You're the mean one. You're the crazy one. You're the insane one. Yeah. Also, Feel your feelings. Understand why you're sad. Understand why you're mad. Understand why you want love. Understand how you feel about yourself, how you feel about other people. People get mad when, I'm gonna, like, if I can feel that energy come off of you, like, I know you really don't like me, but you're here trying to get information, or you're trying to hear to see what I know, and you're throwing shade on social media, and you're throwing shade through tarot. And sometimes just get that dirt off your shoulder. Like, sometimes I don't even let people like, people is just it's the spirits that's on the vessels. That's you have a lot of opportunities that are coming, but before you can catch these opportunities, you have to get through the memories that are surfacing, the memories that are coming, the memories from friends, old flames, the memories that people are trying to send towards you. Again, get that dirt off your shoulder. You have the opportunity to learn how to heal yourself, how to go through healing. Even though we don't think healing is very important, it really is. Wolf symbolized in Cancer, it reminds of loyalty, pack mentality, time to release what no longer serves us, trying new rituals, focusing on letting go of the old narratives and the old self-images. So it's time for us to let go of the what if and what used to be and what could have been and woulda, coulda, shoulda. And it's time for us to let go of that. It's time for us to, take those memories and put them in a container, in a box, And to be honest with you, it's some people that don't respect your boundaries, that are thinking of you. They're thinking about you in the past and you when they had you, and now that they don't have you, they're sending energy. They want to pick up the phone and call you, but maybe they don't have your number. Maybe they're trying to find your number. Maybe they're trying to call people for it. Maybe they're looking for you and watching you on social media. Sometimes people don't respect boundaries too. You have to remind them why the boundaries are up in the first place. And really, you ain't got to talk to them and hear or see them. So the cardinal signs that the moon could affect are Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, and Capricorn. Remember, this could be your sun, moon, rising, north node, and Venus. It could be your south node possible too. With Cancer, you are learning to experience your deep emotion shifts and need to learn how to balance your personal life and your career life. You have to learn to balance it. Don't let your career life interfere with your personal life, and don't let your personal life interfere with your career life. Cross-contamination. Somebody's doing it at work too. Scorpio, increase intuition, uncovering hidden messages and personal truth. So Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, north node or south node, you are finding a lot of information, mentally, physical, emotionally, spiritually. 8:18 on the clock, which is abundance and prosperity. It has a lot to do with material and spiritual abundance and growth and trusting your intuition. Right now, you can have problems with your eyes, you can have problems with your crown, you can have problems with your ears, but it's like your level up. You're level up so good right now. Aries, during this time, you learn to balance balancing a professional drive with your personal life. So focus and shift on home and family. So Cancer and Scorpio, Cancer, not Cancer and Scorpio. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, in Aries right now. Really, y'all are working on that home sector and balancing. Capricorn, you could be clashing right now. You're clashing with being practical and ambitious, and you're clashing with emotions. See, this goes back to what I said. When I said, when I was reading the Moon of Cancer, and I was stating, okay, Capricorn is out being about practical, grounded, ambition, generous, of being strong, being determined, and being that masculine, but being studious, but being the teacher at the same time. And with Cancer, you're emotional. You want to be loved and you want to give love. Maybe you're giving the love to the wrong people, places, and things. You're healing your root chakra, your foundation. It's a lot of bandages that's put on open wounds. That's what I got to say about that. And you're also needing to push for clarity. So those two is in, because this is Capricorn season and the moon is in Cancer. So yeah. Also, angel number 848, divine support for hard work, material abundance, stability for spiritual growth. Trust your intuition for your career and financial success while staying grounded and balanced. Manifesting your goals, manifesting wisdom, aligning with spiritual wisdom, assuring that positive results and financial flows are coming to you. Just stay focused, stay grounded, stay humble. This is where you got that brain fog or that emotional fog going on, but your root chakra is Capricorn, baby. You have to stay focused, baby. It's time for you. You need to eat some yams. You need to eat some strawberries. You need to eat some potatoes. What else you need to eat that comes out the ground? You need to eat a salad with some radish, some carrots. You eat a lot of fruits and vegetables that comes from the ground right now. Let me see. Because a lot of fruits and vegetables that comes from the ground contains a whole bunch of water that can help your mental state. Okay, you need to eat some beetroots, potatoes, radish, ginger, turnips, garlic, onions. You need to eat a lot of meat. If you're gonna eat meat, you make sure you have a lot of onions and peppers with it, a lot of garlic, sweet potatoes. Bake you some sweet potatoes, parsnip, tomatoes. Make sure you eat, or you can juice these things as well. Now, the fruits that you need to eat for Capricorn and Cancer both during this time, you need cherries, oranges, and lemon. You also need watermelon. Watermelon is very good. Eat figs, agave, and dragon fruit during this time. They're gonna help you. 848 in the biblical primary points to two different strong concordance entries in G848 and H848, Greek and Hebrews. In the Greek, the pronouns means himself, herself, itself, and their own as a reference to self reference. God's glory equals self glory, and Christ unified people. While Hebrew 848 refers to Eshtorites, inhabitants of the Eshtor, I think I said right, Eshtor or Ishtor, significant in Israelite history as border people, connects to the story of Samson. Samson's story connects to Ishtar or Eshtor as his ancestral homeland, the place where the spirit of the Lord first moved him for his first mission in Judges chapter 13, verse 25, and where his family buried his body after his death in the tomb of his father, Mohana, between Zara and Eshtor. When we talk about God's glory points to the Father glorify the Son, focusing life on God Himself. Unity. When we talk about Christ unifying people, Christ creating a unified people, which is church. He's bringing people together. He's bringing people with different backgrounds, different cultures, and different stories together. And He's the head of the church. He's the reason that church exists. Contrast is the Holy Spirit reference with the sinful, self-absorbed, like Babylon. And the contact biblical term is Luke 48. Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace. Speak faith in healing. So a lot of you guys could be speaking faith and healing to yourself and to other people. You can be doing it on a platform like me. You can be doing it out at your job. You can be doing it at a picnic. You can do it out at different gatherings. You can be doing it out in different places. And you just run into somebody at a bus stop, or you just run into somebody. You just run into people at work and not at work, in public places, at parks, at doctor's office. It's weird. I met two ladies. One had her granddaughter, which was her adopted daughter, and one has her actual son. And how we was there for all different reasons, we end up connected and talking about church. Baby, church is everywhere. It's in your soul, in your spirit, it's wherever you want it to be. What came out? Complacency. What is complacency here? Like, you talking about your story, like me, for example, I used to love church. I hate when my mom took me out of church, and me kept being molested, got worse and worse and worse. And now I can sit here and tell my story because people never asked me my story. Whatever my mother told them, like telling the police officers so they won't know that she's putting me out behind a man. That she's putting me out because of her mother issues, and her mother treated her a certain way, and she thought she was going to do it to me. Oh, if I treat her this way, she's going to always come to me. I'm not you. So being that black sheep but looking like a white sheep, it was just so good for me and so good for other people, even though it was so bad. And I can speak what faith is because I can speak what healing is. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through healing since on and off, and then having faith that I can tell my story, having faith in God that everything that he brought me through, because at the end of the day, he never wanted me to go through the stuff that I went through. It was up to the people that was supposed to be parents and mentors. See, he give everybody a chance. And I know about chances. Somebody's name could be chance, complacency. Chance could be sad. Chance has a lot of turmoil. Seer, complacency. See beyond the current situations, which go back to faith and truth. See sin beyond the surface. This is why you should never judge a book by its cover, because you never know their story. But somebody could be a seer, and maybe a seer could see your future, and a seer wanted you to a prophetess. I'm hearing somebody who's supposed to be a prophetess. Somebody could be mad that you can see through their disguise. You can see through their demise. You can see through their hate. You can see through a lot of things that they don't want you to see through. And that's fine, because sometimes you see through the pain. You laugh through the pain. You can tell when somebody is hurting, but they fake it to make it. Less complacency. Some people might talk, for example, if I have something going on with me, I want to put it on somebody else. So I will point at people's flaws and talk about other stuff instead of facing and talking about my problems. And maybe somebody can see through that. Somebody can see through how I'm hurting, what's hurting me. Gossip. The gossip. Somebody's been talked about right now. What goes around comes around. So people who talk about people, they're going through stuff right now. Insecurities. Gossip is the heart chakra, and insecurity is the root chakra. So somebody could be talking about what happened in their household, just like I was just talking about mine. Somebody could have been talking about, how people attacked them, how people was jealous of them. Somebody has to sit here in complacency and seer. They have to sit here and watch you tell your story. Somebody never wants your story to be told. Somebody have to sit here and let you tell your story. And it's you can be someone, you're not just telling your story, you're telling many people's story. It reminds me when I got on YouTube and I talked about Miss Marcy McKinney's story, and I love Miss Marcy. Boy, that first time she met me, baby, whatever spirit that had her, baby, she did not like me. Perseverance, service, and recovery. In order for you to walk through a door, you have to close a door. And when you close that door, you're closing that door against hurt. You're closing that door from the past. That's what it is. Some of you guys are still stuck in the past, and it's time for you to walk through the next door. But when you walk through that next door is going to close your past door, because you speaking about your story. One time, stringing my lines with his words. 2 times, telling my story. What? Wait, what did she say? Killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life. with his words killing me softly. That's the Fugees with what's his name? John Cliff, Lauryn Hill, and I think that's the Fugees. So when you let go, you're letting God, but God is letting you tell your story. He's letting you tell your story. He's not letting no one tell a story for you. He's letting you tell your story. Your story will be told. And when your story is told, it ain't nothing no one can do or say about it. This is going to hit home for a lot of people. When you tell your story, or when you can be an author, you can be a publisher. You can be you can be part of a publishing company. You're going to publish somebody's story. You can be an author. You're going to put your story out. You're going to be speaking it. It's going to be on Broadway shows, TV. I'm hearing Tyler Perry. I'm hearing, what's that, CNN News. What's that, CNN one? It's something, it's at the bottom of the channel. It's like one, and it's gold. They're going to have your story. Baby, when you tell your story, everybody's going to tell your story. And when you tell your story is going to connect. And it's going to hit home for a lot of people, because your story is just like a lot of other people that never got a chance to tell their story. And you're going to set a whole bunch of people free. That's what it is. The Most High is speaking life and death into you, and you have the key. You have the, baby. That's what this is about. Because look, when I had it like this, it was like this. You need to let go of that baggage so you can help other people heal, so you can help yourself heal. When you help yourself heal, you're just not helping yourself, you're helping other people. And then when you do it like this, in order for you to walk through that door, the spirits are telling you, you need to let go. You need to heal. It's something that's still hurting you right now. Somebody is trying to attach themselves to your sacred chakra. Somebody's sending you sacred chakra magic. Light an orange candle. And I'm hearing a red too. Forgiveness. Because you learn to forgive people, places, and things. In order for you to forgive, you have to forgive people who victimize you. You have to forgive people who were victims, because you're not the first victim. They are a victim too, or they used to be a victim. Somebody used to be a victim, and now the victim is the suspect. It's a crime going on. Can we clarify? It came in reverse. Rejection. This person rejected. When Spirit was trying to tell this person how to heal, when Spirit was telling this person not to mess with you, when Spirit and talked, baby, they talked out. Just like this person probably was praying, and they all prayed out, and I don't know what happened to them. Maybe they feel, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like somebody was down on my luck, back against the wall, but you ain't, whatever you did, it couldn't be that bad to where you felt like your back was against the wall, where you have no choice to do whatever you did. But it's a lot of people that's getting ready to be talked about how somebody prayed on an individual and how they didn't listen to Spirit, baby, because Spirit talked to everybody. I don't care what nobody say, oh, I don't hear voices in my head. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. That's a Randy Orton theme song. They talk to me. And he called himself the Viper. But before he was the Viper, he was loving and kind, and he was dedicated to his pack. His pack was the evolution with Batista, Ric Flair, Triple H, and Randy Orton. And they all went against him because he beat Triple H. See, Triple H was a weak link. He needed other people. Randy didn't need nobody. Batista was the animal. He did Triple H dirty work until he got tired. See, Triple H was always weak. He always had to do sneaky stuff. This is what it is. Somebody needs a pack, and I was just talking about pack, right? I was just talking about pack. So while you're finding your pack, someone needs a pack. Somebody is nothing without a pack. That's why you're the leader. You're the leader. The rain don't always last forever. Somebody wanted to pour down rain on you. In the thunder and rain, See, when you tell your story, you gotta tell your story about the storm that you went through and how you found the lily in the valley, the shadow valley of death. See, you know about death. You know about talking to the other side while somebody else don't. They don't know how to listen. Somebody was not a good listener growing up. Somebody was not a good listener at all. Somebody did not like to listen. They felt like they knew everything. This is somebody who want people to know. This is somebody this person can be up in age now, or this person can be around your age. This could be a parent, a grandparent. This can be you. This could be an auntie or uncle. Take or resonate. But somebody prayed on you. And they prayed on you because they seen your light. They seen your aura. This person wanted to cause you pain, insecurity, balance. This person thought if they projected their hurt and pain onto you, that you would be like them. And then you will go to hurt and cause other pain. It's like a cycle, keep going. The same cycle. It's like nobody learning, no one's growing. This is something that happened in a household to where it's a lot of household that got this similar story and nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about healing. Everybody pretend to be healed. And someone felt like they had to right to do this to you. Acceptance. Yes. Somebody felt like they had to right. This go back to a home sector. Somebody felt like they had the right to do this because it was done to them. Somebody felt like they had the right to do this because no one protected them. Someone felt like no one was there for them. Someone is not good at picking themselves up. They want to be caught. This is why they need the pack. But you know that song, we fall down, we get up. Sometimes spirit ain't gonna pick you up because they need you to learn how to pick yourself up. To be the one, you have to be the one. You have to learn. You have to grow. You have to heal. Somebody, their head is not on forgiveness. Somebody got their head too many times. They don't have the same perception. I have a lot of heart chakras and root chakra out here. Somebody know if you heal, the curse would not repeat with your kids. It would break and it would shatter like glass. Somebody mirror magic, projection. Yeah, this is what this is. With insecurity, I showed y'all insecurity in the devil was poking the heart. This is projection. Somebody was jealous of your beauty, in your abs. Somebody was jealous because maybe at their age they did not look as good as you looked, or at your age, they had a lot of kids, they had a lot of debt, they had a lot of responsibilities. They felt like they had more. That's what somebody compared their life to you. And the thing is, you don't compare your life to somebody else. You compare your present to your past, and you compare your future to your past and your present. Somebody wants to have the answer. They don't have it all. This person's not studious. Sorry. Renewal and self-worth. This person don't know how to change. This person, when you got the root chakra and the sacral chakra, this is somebody who stay bonded to what their parents stay bonded to, or their mom or their dad or their aunt. They do what they see people in the household do. See, somebody knew that you was going to change. Somebody knew that you was going to heal. Somebody knew. I told you it's your aura. Didn't I tell you? And then it's your bloodline. So it's a type of blood that you carry. That's one. It's a type of energy that you carry. And three, is who you are from the heart. No one can tell you who you are. That's like me when people used to say I'm this, I'm that. I'm not like that. People used to tell so many different stories of me. One, they was jealous. Two, they wanted to be me, even though my life was hard as hell. People will still want to be you and tell a lie on you to make you not want to be you. That's what that is. Somebody wanted to be, what's that show when that man, he was gay, like a transgender. He used to kill people and then he used to put their skin on and make a mask and put on makeup. It's some movies from like the 80s or 90s. I forgot that movie. Somebody wants to be in your skin. If somebody could kill you and take your skin, they would. But you know that in order to heal, you have to forgive. You have to forgive the grief, the pain, the hurt, and the people who caused it, and the stuff that you have done to people. Because be honest, we have done stuff to people that was done to us out of hurt and out of grief and out of pain. Yes, look, perseverance. And somebody don't want to let go. Somebody was praying you didn't let go. Somebody was praying that you didn't break the cycle. Somebody was poisoning and putting stuff in your food for a good minute to keep you stuck, to make it seem like you was mentally ill. And they try to say spirit told them to do that. Spirit ain't telling them that shit. Okay. Remember when I say it's a case, because I got balance out here, and balance is the judge. I got insecurities, balance, and acceptance all lined up. Someone is trying to sit here and say that the devil made them do it. Somebody's going to try to plead insanity to get out. Will it work? I don't think it's going to work. Because you know how sometimes people try to plead insanity to get out of stuff? No. I feel like now people should stop trying to plead insanity, especially if you don't have any history of doing anything that's very insane in the membrane. People want to plead that to get out of stuff, and people need to stop being able to plead that. You ain't crazy. How you say you is, if you can plan and plot and do all this stuff in secrecy, they're not going to get away with it because they had a choice. Oh, somebody's a messenger. Somebody don't like, it's a message that's going to be given about some money. This was done behind money. Somebody was jealous of your abundance. And what I mean, this can be money that was left to you or money that you had, but this could be because your sacred chakra, somebody knew you had self-confidence, you had high self-esteem, you had passion, you had a drive, you was a go-getter, you was a boss. Get that dirt off your shoulders. Like you're someone, like somebody throw dirt on your clothes and you're peasant. Somebody's like a peasant compared to you. And it's like this person trying to sit here and say that this person put something in your food to try to make you go crazy so they can get some abundance or to make people think that you was crazy. But the fucked up thing about this, I mean, I'm talking about the Most High and God, and I said it, y'all, please take that off. But the messed up thing about this is somebody is so weird that I'm telling you right now, this person could have went to a high priestess about you. That's what it was. Somebody did work on you. And the high priestess is mad. If the high priestess took some money, if a lot of people, I don't believe this, just because you don't believe in it, don't mean it's not real. I'm going to stop you right there. Facade. The facade has been removed. That's like I said, a lot of people try to sit here and say, I didn't believe in it. Baby, stop lying. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. Boom, 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 boom. You had a passed on loved one, or you have a mentor that guided you through the fog, through the storm. Because, baby, this tree is empty right now. You know, a tree got leaves. That means abundance. That tree ain't got nothing on it. Somebody is like a dead weight. Oh, okay. You know how like a tree got oak and leaves and stuff on it? Mean wisdom and abundance and nourishing and full and loving and wise and healed. This tree got nothing on it. Baby, that tree is unstable. So if somebody was around somebody, this person, let's clarify. I didn't reverse because baby, because somebody don't want you to tell your story. Faith came out, and we were just talking about faith. You know how like an amethyst, for those who wear crystals or know about crystals, well, you're like an amethyst. You're a bit protected. People who betrayed you, they have to hear your voice or try to see you because to get your energy. So energy vampire, that's what it is. Because everything is backfiring. And Pastor, that's what it is. People who try to block and stop you don't want you to be protected because they can't hit no more. Or they couldn't hit. That's what I heard. They can't hit. This could be a sexual term or a physical term. But a chapter has been closed. The wolf moon is today. Somebody's getting ready to throw some magic if they already have it, and it's not going to work. The next person who throw any type of magic, you don't know this, but in secrecy, if people been coming up against you, stuff has been backfiring. People been dying, people been losing money, people been losing houses, people been losing their mind in their hair. That's exactly what I heard. To what people trying to throw stuff your way. It's not working. If a person wanted to throw a fork at a mirror, it wanted to make, you know how people don't understand that term, but like, say if I got a mirror and if somebody put your picture on a mirror and throw a fork and say let's see how to put this with not giving you guys the real way to do it. Okay, all mirrors around BK breaks in her home. Her low vibrational energy and beauty breaking all her mirror and repeatedly doing it and saying it and throwing it, the fork to the knife, thinking that it's gonna shatter here. Well, can't tell you. Keep your mirrors clean. Keep your mirrors are already protected. You can feel, some of you guys could be looking in your mirror and wondering what's it's something about your mirror. Somebody trying to mirror magic you, trying to send something your way, and they can't do it. As long as you stay faithful and prayed up, nothing can touch you. And this cycle's getting ready to heal. By the time the next moon comes, then when is the next moon? The next moon is January 18th. It's gonna roll over. It's gonna roll over on something like somebody minutes. So somebody roll over minutes. Somebody saving their minutes so they can roll over. Gossip, insecurity, and forgiveness. Somebody pride is in the way as well. Spirit guides, insight, purpose. Your spirit guides is telling you. Your spirit guides talk to you and tell you everything, baby. And that's probably what people don't like about you. You know your purpose. You know what you're called to do because you see, you hear, you know, your clairvoyance, clairaudience. I hear clairgustance as well. Clairaudient. And claircognizance or something like that. Let's clarify spirit guide. Insight. Facade. Remove your ancestors and the spirit guides are removing the illusions, letting you know what is your destiny, what's not your destiny. It was never part of your destiny to suffer. It was never part of your destiny not to bear fruit. Come on now. It was never part of your destiny for you to be a liar, a deceiver, a manipulator, a cheater. That's not part of your destiny. Someone tried to say that you're a cheater, you're a lie, and you are still to get to the top. But everything that was ever spoken over you, it was this person. And your ancestors letting you know, but letting other people know about you. And also letting other people's story be told at the same time. What people say about you isn't always true. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't matter or won't hurt, something like that. Words can hurt, but they don't matter. Like, don't pay attention to what people say. It's like when celebrities, they get into these relationships or their personal life. People, these journalists and news tell all these stories, and half of them are not even true. So a lot of you guys, that's happening right now to a lot of celebrities out there. And pastor, to stop them, to make them feel discouraged, to lead them down the wrong path, a bad path. Like the stuff about Chris Brown, he made a bad mistake and he had to watch people tell a story about him that was not true. He had to sit here and watch people block his blessings all because he made one mistake. But in the end, it all balanced out. When he learned to heal, when he learned to talk to God, when he learned that he can't do the same thing over and over, but it's going to take for Chris Brown to do it. Baby, run it, run it. Chris Brown has to cut ties with drugs and a certain women and a certain lifestyle. Because I just heard Alicia Keys, I keep on drowning in and out of love with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you. Whatever she said after it. Sometimes we have to sit and realize, when are we going to change? What are we want to change? What do we need to change? We need to change how we feel about ourselves, what we speak about ourselves, what we say about ourselves, and who give a damn what people think and say about us. Because at the end of the day, they won't say it to your face. At the end of the day, they're not you. At the end of the day, you have to come home and you have to love you and you have to live in your skin. At the end of the day, the Most High love you. Do you love yourself? Do you love life? It's time for a change. And Chris Brown, I'm coming for you. Mm-hmm. Victim, balance, and perception. Because somebody thought they was going to tell people who you were. Somebody thought. You see this? Somebody thought they was going to tell people who you are, what type of person you are, what type of personality you have, what type of worker you are. That's like my mom used to tell people, oh, she get fired from every job that she worked. No. Majority of the jobs I quit. This is a weird thing. My mom she went to Guardian Angel to work behind me. She went to FedEx to keep up with me. She went to City Trends to work. Like my mom went to school because of me. Like when she made me take nursing, she made me switch over from criminal justice to nursing. And then I didn't like it. I couldn't stand it. And then when it came to the second term, she didn't want to sit here and sign for me to go to school. And so my brother right in front of me, oh, I signed for you to go to school. I'm not signing for her to go to school. Me, I didn't care. Just got on the phone and told my grandpa. But so years later, she did the same thing. When I tried to return the books for nursing back to, so it won't be on my desk, she took the books, all the books, she took the laptop and stuff and hid it. It was the school I went to was UMA Medical Academy. I think the school was based off in Florida. She took the books. And so my brother was telling me she got the book. We seen them. And I'm like, well, everybody's saying, oh, I don't have the books. I don't have them. I don't even have them. And come to find out, it took for me to go in her closet months later and I realized she had books. Then she was signing herself up for nursing school and she didn't have to pay for certain books and stuff like that. And I'm like, this woman here, she's weird. But I used to always catch my mom copying my hairstyle, copying the stuff that I wear. Oh, you should go teach and you go. And one day when she told me you should go teach, how do you know I was just doing a tarot reading on myself and it told me that I'm supposed to be a spiritual teacher? The next day she told me. But Spirit had already told me that she was going to slip up and tell me because it'll be my confirmation that she's been doing tarot on me, her and my grandmother. So when she did it popped up in my head. A lot of stuff I was just letting my mom and my stepdad do. Once I found out exactly that it was them, and I was just sitting back letting them talk and tell on themselves. So your work skills, and no one can tell you about who you are. No one can tell you what type of work you should do. Somebody's saying that you worship the devil. Psychic. You can do divination. You can do scrying. You can be a seer, a psychic, a prophetess, a high priest, a priest. You probably do some of the same work that I do. With birth data charts, with planets, with tarot, with scrying, mirror magic, altars. You probably do the same thing. And a lot of you, it's time for you to sharpen up your skill because don't let people tell you what you are. Oh, this person's a witch. I had one woman that I worked at Gregg County Sheriff Department. And some people knew I was spiritual. He kept trying to make jokes. Oh, you should cook for me and this and that to my son. I'm gonna go crazy over you. You cook for me. You might need to put something in my food. And I'm like, sir, I would not put nothing in your food because you're not about to go lie and tell anybody. Like I would not cook for him at all because the first thing he kept saying, oh, you kept making jokes. Oh, you from Louisiana? You might put something in my food. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna be attached to you. No, you the type of person you want to be attached to a person like me. You would never. So and I never had sex with him either. He kept wanting to, and then finally I found out his thing was like. Yeah. Anyways, so This lady, she found out I was a spiritualist at work. Her name is Miss V or Miss B. What was her name? She was a light-skinned lady with the wig. She's wearing that makeup. And she's wearing her lipstick, her red lipstick every day. And you know what they say about red? She's always wear red. And when she found out I was spiritual, she kept, I'm not lying, my right hand, I'm not lying. She kept asking me to do a love reading on her. My exact words was, I don't do readings for coworkers because I don't want her to come back to work lying on me and saying I'm this and that. Y'all, she kept begging me to do a reading. I kept telling her no. Why? I think the next day or 2 days later, she didn't realize I came into the medical room from I was doing some stuff with the with the inmates. See how my throat trying to block up? I did some stuff with the inmates. Then I came over. When I came over, I went in the medical room and I'm walking into my stuff, writing my reports, whatever I was doing. When I finished writing the reports, that just happened because we got like a few days to write the reports and get them in. But I was just sitting in the room because Spirit just told me to go there. I was sitting in the room. She didn't never knew I walked in. Y'all, why she's telling Nurse Batson that and Brianna, she does witchcraft, she does that dark stuff, and I was telling her, oh, I don't believe in that, and this and that, and I don't want nobody to do a reading for me. The whole time she talking trash, she don't know I'm in literally how the nurse room is. Like, as soon as you go in the nurse room, it's a in the jail, it's the hall, then it's the room for right here for the doctor, then it's another room, office room, and then it's the room for the medical, and then it's another room with the refrigerator, and then you go up in here, it's like desk, bathroom, file cabinets, everything. She's in the medical room, supposed to be stocking up on the meds and stuff. And she was lying the whole time. I turned around. The nurse that she was talking to knew I was in there because she had just came. Nurse Basson had just came and spoke to me, or whatever. I guess she did not hear Nurse Basson speaking to me, or she didn't know Nurse Basson was speaking to me, and started telling her. So then Nurse Basson walked out the room. So I turned around in my chair. So as she started talking about me and talking about me and talking about me, Nurse Basson, because I turned my chair around like how this is the desk, I turned it around, faced the door. Nurse Basson walked out the second room, so the rooms are right by each other. So when she seen me, she basically turned like this and she looked at me. The whole time the woman is steady talking, not knowing I'm in the room. So Nurse Basson ain't telling nothing. I ain't telling nothing either. So then she walked, I don't know what happened, within 30 seconds, I was still in the room. I got up. As I was getting up to go print some papers, she walked in. Like, it happened just that quick. So Nurse Basson went up in the other area and then she came out. So it's like it happened. I printed my paper when I went to get up. All of a sudden, she was walking in the same room I was walking out. So and then she looked. I looked at her and she just looked at me. She put her head down. Ever since then, she couldn't look or talk to me. And then Nurse Basson sat there and said, yeah, I told her you was in the room the whole time while she was talking. I said, oh, you did? She was like, yeah. So after that, she never looked or talked to me while I was still working there. So that's what I mean about people talking about you didn't like, and that's the number one reason why I don't like where I work at. I don't give readings because people tell lies like that, not knowing that so many people will come to me at work want a reading. Just like the guy at work, he kept coming to me, trying to get me to read for him, and then trying to get me to cook for him so he can say that I put something in his food. That's why he's so attached to me. I would never. If this is a court case going on, people are seeing who you truly are, and people are seeing who these people truly are, and what they said about you don't fit, but what you say about them might fit. Don't duck if what she said. Don't duck unless the shoe fit. So you throwing a shoe towards somebody that fit fine, like Cinderella, but they ain't Cinderella, they her mimi. Honor your deities, make an offering for your deities. It's time to talk to your deities. Learn who your deities really are. Learn your culture. Learn your background. Time out and relax, because people could be messing with your emotions and they want you to sing. Your voice is an instrument. Your voice is a tool. Some of you guys to lift your vibration up to sing. Move your body. Dance. Dance. Okay, you guys, drink some water. Okay, so you guys, it's this guy on TikTok, and he has a radio, and he comes on the elevator, and then it's always two people already in the elevator, and then he'll turn the music on, and he'll be like, dance, dance. And then a third person will come on, and he'll tell everybody to dance, and the other person will not want to. He'll slam their head in the wall, and then the one person who's already in the elevator with the other two people, he'll look at the person that's not dancing, dance, and then the one that was get scared. That reminds me of that, like dance, because when you dance, you're moving the energy around. You are recreating the energy. You're stopping the energy that's been flowed to you. No, somebody's sending negative energy your way. It could be 3 people. Some of you guys have the Orisha Mayat in your energy, or you come from that same bloodline. You got the Orisha Yimiya, you got the Orisha Ogun, Papa Ilegwa. See, these people are all together. So these people can't go to these people about you. Somebody was doing that. Somebody was knocking on the door. Somebody was going to the crossroads, and it was doing work on you, and the work wasn't working, because they were trying to bring balance into their life to push themselves through a new stage. And somebody did signed an affidavit, and the affidavit didn't fit, trying to tell people who you are and what you're not. And guess what? They get nothing, because who you really are, you're a nice art. That's how somebody consider you. A nice art. Someone consider you as loving, as kind, as you know who you are. You know who you called to be. They see you as strong, resilient, brave. They see you have a lot of courage. You stand in your power, in your power only. But people have to plug up to you. The Most High signed your name, and whatever He signed your name, it's yours. It's yours. And if somebody says it's not yours, He's going to show them. And He has. Rejection in reverse, acceptance and perseverance in reverse. Somebody wanted you to stay stuck to the past. Somebody wanted you to stay stuck to conflicts. They wanted you to seem delusional. They wanted you to be stuck in an illusion that they placed you in. Somebody's doing a lot of work. Yes. They don't want to see me winning. They want to see me in the penitentiary. I need me a little baby who go listen. Young Kodak, they don't want to see you winning. They'd rather see you in a penitentiary. Yeah, somebody want to see you in jail. They want to see you. I'm hearing life locked up. Somebody wanted you to be in love with a jailbird that was going to beat you and kill you and harm you. Somebody's going to try to go to somebody that's getting out of jail, or somebody that got a history to get them to harm you. And that's what your ancestors want you to know. Somebody been going to people to get people to try to harm you. Ain't nothing working. Somebody is trying to put other people in a contract to come against you. For a contract, people came up against you. Why did they come up against you? Because they don't want you to know this, but you know this. And you got a man that's refixing some type of documents. This is an elder. This man, a man or a woman that the collective is kin to, or this could be somebody that you met, that you was taking care of, wrote a will or wrote a policy, he put you somewhere in it, and he's sending messages from the sky that he's watching over you, and that is yours. That's what God signed your name on. Because you know how somebody writes something, then it got to be notarized, baby? It was spiritually notarized. This was already meant for you. They are sending messages to you, and they're telling you to express yourself. That Jane Brown's release. Remember I was talking about rain earlier? They want you to release. In the thunder and rain. Yeah, somebody left you out in the thunder and rain. They left you out in the cold, only for you to sit here and have better days. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. Boom, 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 boom. Instincts. Baby, you're powered up. You know who you are. Charged Up is by Drake. That's a song. You're charged up. People see that you're in power. You're in heat. They feel like they can't put you out. Somebody tries to prey on you because they thought they was a big bad wolf, only to find out you're the wolf. You're a goon in the goblin. Okay, you're a goon, but what's a goon to the goblin? Yeah, I can't be. Yeah. Somebody thought they was gonna prey on you during your weakest hour, during your weakest time, through the storm, through the dark shadow valley. And it didn't work like that. It don't work like that. Somebody's name could start with a B, K, Z, M, L, or JK. Renewal. Somebody thought you was finished and you wasn't. Winter's on one side, spring. Something significant about spring and winter. You know, during the winter time, squirrels get their nuts. They have to stock up on nuts and oats. And you know, nuts and oats represents deep knowledge and deep wisdom. So when you're in hermit mode during this wintertime, Virgo, you can have a Virgo placement. This is about a Virgo. You're getting knowledge and wisdom. You're harvesting. And during your harvest is when it's going to flourish during the spring. You're somebody who work. You're someone who paints a pretty picture. You can like to paint, like to draw, but you like everything to be perfect or perfect for you. You're someone that people want to work with you because they see who you are and what you're really called to be and who you're chosen. See, you're going to have people bringing stuff towards you, want to work with you, they want to speak with you because the Most High shined his light on you. While somebody was shining light on you and shining a different light, not the correct light, the Most High was shining a different light, showing people how passionate you are, how helpful, how kind, how respectful you are, how caregiving you are. And that what you actually bond yourself with, instead of what people say you bond yourself with, instead of what people try to bond you to. Try to see the time and energy that you took to take care of these elders and people. It's like reading a book. You know how you read a book to somebody, you're giving them knowledge and wisdom. It's like when I was giving my grandfather the knowledge and wisdom about what the whole family was doing, and everybody really was mad. See, true speaker. Love, healer, grounded, respectful, kind, beautiful, fruitful, goodness, meekness, kindness, faithfulness. You know the fruits of the Bible. They don't. That's why their tree or somebody's tree bear no fruits. And then the fruit that they do got is rotten. And I'm talking about fruit. I'm talking about their kids. I'm talking about their abundance. I'm talking about everything that they got, that they embodied. Toxic. They're toxic. And you need to journal. And it's time for you to journal. It's time for you to do self-care. Take some time. I'll take you a hot shower. Take you a hot bath. Go get in a hot tub. Go get you a massage. Go out in nature and just sit there and collect some thoughts and collect some energy. Charge up. Go back to the basics. Somebody who's far away from their tribe wanted you to be far away. They wanted you to lack. They wanted you not to know who you are, but you're connecting with yourself. You're finding your strength and your purpose. You know who you are. I'm here. What's called one called Sinche or Sanche? Declare it. This is a chosen. Wait, what she said? This is the chosen generation, and God gonna show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am because we are a chosen generation, and God's gonna show His excellence. Because I know who I am, what He say I am, where He say I am at. I know who I am. So you know who you are. You know who you are now. You know who people say that you were, but you know exactly who you were, when you were, how you were, because you are part of a chosen generation. This is what I'm saying. You're singing gospel music. You're singing like you're listening to violin music and opera. You're listening to opera now. You're called to. You're using your voice like an instrument. Like you know how like you're making piano and guitars sounds with your voice, with your hands. Like it reminds me of Dolly Parton and Patti LaBelle was on stage and they were using their nail. Remember they was doing it. You see it? It's like a guitar. Dolly Parton was showing them how she made it. You're using your body. Body percussion. Some of you guys should be a music teacher or something about a music teacher. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.